It's a beautiful sum. It's very simple, very easy. Let's understand. It says triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 2A. Find each of its altitude. Now we know that it is an equilateral triangle. That means all the sides are equal. That means each of the sides will be 2A. And we know the angle is going to be 60 degree because it's an angle of an equilateral triangle. We need to find the length of each of its altitude, right? Now, so given is triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 2A, and we need to find the length of each of the altitude, right? Now, what do you mean by an altitude, right? What is an altitude? We know that altitude is nothing but a perpendicular drawn from the vertex of a triangle to its opposite side. That is nothing but an altitude, right? So let's drop, to get that altitude, let's drop a perpendicular from vertex A to its opposite side, that is BC. So now we know that AM is the altitude. So we write there as construction, draw segment AM perpendicular to side BC to get that particular altitude, right? Now AM is one of the altitudes of the triangle, but we have to find the length of, that means we need to find now the length of that AM. Let's find it out now. Let's get the length of AM, which is an altitude for the triangle ABC. Now let's understand this here. We know that triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle, right? That is given to us. That means we know AB is equal to BC is equal to AC. That means each of the sides will be equal to 2A, right? That is known to us because it is given to us, right? And we know that in this triangle ABC, observe, in this triangle ABC, we have AM to be perpendicular to BC. That means that angle AMB is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because of the construction. Now, and we know one more thing, that angle B is equal to 60 degree. Why? Because it is an angle of an equilateral triangle. Now, I want you to observe this triangle AMB perfectly now. Observe this very carefully. In this triangle AMB, what happens is we know that the angle of B, that is measure of that angle B, is nothing but 60 degree, known to us. And we have the length of the hypotenuse, that is AB, is equal to 2A. And what we are supposed to find here is nothing but we need to find the opposite side, that is AM. So we have a right angle triangle where we have the measure of one of the acute angle given to us. And for that acute angle, we know that the length of the hypotenuse is known to us. And for that acute angle, the length of the opposite side is what we need to find. So we are talking about a right angle triangle, acute angle given to us. We need to find the opposite side with respect to the adjacent. So opposite side and adjacent side, right? And in a right angle triangle, so what are we going to apply? Trigonometry. But which trigonometry ratio which comes to your mind when we are talking about opposite side and hypotenuse? It is nothing but sine. So we are going to use sine ratio for that particular angle, 60 degree. So let's apply it now. So we'll get sine 60 degree is equal to opposite side upon the hypotenuse. What is opposite side? AM. What is the hypotenuse? AB. So we get it as AM upon AB, right? And this is what we got. Now it's very simple. Now we just need to know what is the value of sine 60. We know from the trigonometric table the value of sine 60 is nothing but it is root 3 upon 2. So just substitute that in that particular equation. So we'll get root 3 upon 2 is equal to AM upon AB, which is known as 2A. So now what is AM? AM is very simple. You just need to take the 2A onto the left hand side. So we get AM is equal to root 3 upon 2 into 2A. So now what happens? 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So we have AM is equal to root 3 into A. We got the length of AM. What is AM? AM is one of the altitude. So what we get is length of altitude AM is equal to root 3A unit. But we have supposed to find the length of all the altitudes in that equilateral triangle. There are 3. But you know what? All the altitudes of an equilateral triangle are equal in length. That means each altitude is of length root 3A unit. So that is the final answer we write. So length of all the altitudes of an equilateral triangle here is equal to root 3A unit. And that's the sum. Easy, right?